Hello everyone and welcome to this online section of Math 021. I will be your instructor this semester, Ms. Fussell. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me or use the Help Me discussion board, which is located under collaboration in our Blackboard shell. I did want to just take some time and go through a couple of things in Blackboard. Let me share my screen with you here. So you can see here the welcome video in the Getting Started, so that's where you should start. Please make sure you watch that entire video. It has some very important information and how to get started in this course. I've already taken my course entry quiz, so you can see I have some other things that you may not have seen yet. If you have not taken that course entry quiz, you will not be able to see any of the other information, so make sure you do that as soon as possible because you will have an assignment due on Wednesday. There are some course policies here that you will need to go through with course dates, materials, the grading policy, attendance, some information about coursework, and you should be able to go through that and see all of that information. Once you have done that, you can mark it reviewed, and once you do that, the course policy survey will pop up, which notice is due by Wednesday, August 18th. If you don't get it done by the 18th, that's okay. That's just the due date I have set, but it has to be completed before you can see any other materials, any lessons, or any of the unit information. So even if you don't get it done by the 18th, you need to get it done ASAP. Okay, that course policy survey has unlimited attempts. So if you miss a question, go back in, try it again. You can see what you've submitted and you should be able to hopefully see your mistakes. I will provide feedback as you complete those. These first three questions, however, deal more with FERPA and your grades and what I can post and send to you. So question 1 deals with our syllabus. Please make sure you put your first and last name in that. Question 2 deals with plagiarism, so that you know and understand that you should not plagiarize. Please put first and last name there. Those are required. Please know that it will give you 0 points. I have to go in and give you the credit for that. Question 3 is optional. It is for FERPA. So if you would like me to be able to email you about your grades, you would need to put your name into those 2 blanks, your first and last name. If you do not, then I cannot email you about your grades. But your grades are all posted in Blackboard. I just can't email you anything about them. So if you want that ability, you need to put your name in those. And then you have about 13 other questions to answer, most of which are true-false. So once you complete those and have scored at least a 90, then you will be able to see the course materials. So if you do not get a 90 on that course policy survey, when you go into lessons, all you'll see is this. No folders. Please make sure you complete these items. So make sure you get that completed so that you can get on to the next assignment. Okay? Now, if you have gotten a 90 or better on your course policy survey, you'll be able to see the Module 1 folder. If you click on that, you will find another video that kind of goes through what you will find in the folders each week. Shows you that most assignments, what I call quick checks, will be due on Wednesdays and Fridays by 7 p.m. Yes, I know that is different from a lot of your online classes. That's because at 7 p.m. I'm still awake, and if you had problems submitting, I may be able to help you because I usually have some online office hours from about 6:30 to 7:30. At midnight, you have no help. So that's one of the reasons I have that set for 7 p.m. so that if something happens, I could help you get your submission in. Also, I do accept late work. So if you happen to miss that 7 p.m. deadline, don't worry, go ahead and still submit it if it's 8 or 9 or 10. You may lose 1 or 2 points, but at least you'll still get a grade for it. Okay? In week 1, you're going to find the lessons. You look at the top, you'll find all the things that we have this week with their due dates. And it looks like I'm missing one because I forgot your order of operations quick check, so I will add that and fix that. later today. But you'll have a list of activities and assignments. You'll have what is called soft chalk lessons. When you click on those will open a new lesson. You can click Start Lesson and you can go through the pages. It will give you some introduction, some things to think about. There will be some videos in most cases. And then sometimes there will be an assignment. This is a study skill, so there's less kind of notes in it. If I look at the order of operations, there'll be a little bit more notes in that one. So if I go to our Getting Started, and so we have some information on adding integers and subtracting, some info on exponents. In each of these, if there are examples in your workbook that is posted, I have worked the examples. Sometimes I will have videos of me working the examples. Sometimes it will just be text. It depends on what I had at the time. And then, you will have a quick check that will be a couple of questions straight from your workbook. So that workbook that is posted up here at the top, the Math 021 workbook, that is where all of the questions in my quick checks will come from. Okay. I also have a week 1 survey, completely optional, and it will be anonymous feedback. Okay. Just, what's going well, what's not going well in the course, and I'll use that hopefully to improve the course as we go through. Some other information about your quick checks. You will notice at the end of each of them, there is a place where you can upload any work. You can upload a PDF or a Word file. Either of those is fine, but you can only upload one file. So if you have multiple, like if you use your camera and you took pictures, copy those pictures into a Word file and then submit that one Word file. I've also posted several. I had a list. Hold on just a moment. I have not posted it yet, but I will post a list of apps that you can download on your phone that you could scan pages and it'll turn it straight into a PDF with however many pages you need, and you could use that to upload. Please, if you have a Mac, do not upload any Mac Word files, the Sheets pages, the pages, or the .heic. I cannot open them, so you won't get credit for any of those. In most cases, it'll be optional, sometimes required, but you can always upload and you may get some partial credit depending on your work. Okay. Close that. So hopefully, I know this video has been a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but hopefully that'll kind of give you an overview of how our weeks will go. So like I said, you'll have some activities. Sometimes you'll have a discussion board and then a quick check. Most of the time it'll be lessons and then a quick check. Anytime though you have questions, please feel free to contact me, email, discussion board, whatever is easiest for you. And I look forward to working with you this semester. I hope everyone has a great day, and again, I look forward to working with everyone this semester.